Hey everybody, it's Matt Smith out here on the range in beautiful muggy spring weather in Texas here at Reveille Peak Ranch where our range is. We're out here doing some shooting and we decided to put together a little informational video for you because I get a lot of questions about this guy right here, the Sling. And so we're going to talk a little bit about the Sling and its relationship to your rifle. Here I have my rifle slung in the right way. A lot of times when I'm at the range I see people go to sling their weapons, and it's probably because they don't have a lot of experience with rifles. I understand that. That's what we're here for. We're here to teach you. When I go to sling my rifle, I see a lot of people either put it on, they'll neck sling it like this. That's fine. Or they tend to put their lead hand through and then try to figure the sling out. And I see them struggling with it a lot. If you want an easy way to figure out how to sling your rifle to get a great crossbody sling, all you do is grab your rifle and hold it in a safe way. I like this because my finger's nowhere near the trigger. I'm just holding it back here by the buttstock. I hold it just like this. I take my non-firing hand and hold it palm up, and I just scoop the sling up and out away from me like this, making this triangle like this. This way my barrel's pointed in a safe direction. My hand's not on the trigger, my finger's not on the trigger, and I got this orientation. And then I just pull this over my entire head like that. So when I go to sling a rifle, I do it just like that. I just take the rifle, pull the sling out to the side like this, palm up, sling it over, and then bring it down. And that's a great cross-body sling. That's cross-body slinging a weapon. You can neck sling a weapon, and we do that sometimes, especially if I have to switch the weapon from one shoulder to the other. I don't want to have it cross-body slung because if I go to do that, I won't be able to get past. And I wind up choking myself out with the sling. So the first thing I'm gonna do if I have to switch to my other hand to shoot rifle is immediately swim my arm through and just neck sling it. That way I can push it out away from my body, bring it to the other shoulder, make the switch to the other side. And so this is a drill that we work commonly, switching from one shoulder to the other. But to do that, you're gonna wanna be neck slung. A lot of times when I'm shooting shotgun, I'll just be neck slung like this. That's okay, but if you spend the whole day like this, it gets pretty tiring on the neck. Plus once you're crossbody slung like this, it holds the weapon to you a lot tighter, so if you have to move and run and be dynamic with the weapon, it's a little tighter to you. And then we'll show you some tricks with the sling where crossbody sling helps to secure the weapon to you. But generally when I go to sling a weapon, I do it just like that. I'll show you one more time. When I go to take it off, I do it just like that. I'm holding the weapon, finger off the trigger. I usually hold it by the fore end here or by the buttstock, and I just bring that buttstock over my head, keeping the barrel pointed in a safe direction, and pull it out away from me. And then I can manage the sling around me like this if I was gonna hold it. Always when I'm holding the weapon, especially I treat every weapon as if it's loaded. I'm treating this one as it's loaded. I hold the pistol grip on my fingers straight along the lower receiver here. Again, one more time, all I can do is hold the weapon like this, palm up, scoop the sling, bring it over my head, and now I got a good crossbody sling. So if that's not something that you're used to, or you're just working into tactical rifle shooting, a sling is to a rifle what a holster is to a pistol. I wouldn't walk around with a rifle that doesn't have a sling. You want to make sure that you have a sling for it because that's how you're going to hold it to the body. Also, when it comes to transition drills, which we teach in our transition course, if I have to transition from the rifle, right, it runs out of ammo or I get some kind of stoppage in the rifle. If I have to transition that to my pistol, I want to make sure that I got that sling. And the sling is a lifesaver here because as I go to transition the pistol, what I'll do is I'll control the weapon down and I rotate the weapon as I bring it down. When I do that, you'll see the magazine winds up on the inside of the sling and I control it down. It actually locks it to my body so it stays connected to my body right there as I go for my pistol. I'll do that in real time for you. So if I was shooting and for some reason had to transition my pistol, I control that down, go for the pistol, draw the pistol, and I can go to work with the pistol. Bring it back, check my surroundings, safely holster, and then I can bring the weapon back up, get it into operation. So when you work in transitions like we are here today, it gets me thinking about the sling and common problems people have with mounting the sling and understanding what it's for, and then how that relates to the transition and how it's designed to control the weapon down and hold the weapon in a place where the barrel stays in a safe place, allows me access to my pistol and I can use it. So if you want to practice transition drills, that's how we do it. That's the way to do it. Control it down. Old school, they used to just drop the rifle. I'm not a big fan of that. A lot of times that just winds up hitting you in uncomfortable places. So the best thing to do, control it down, go for your pistol, then you can make your draw and make your pickup shots for the pistol. Largely, slings are underutilized by people. People don't realize just how useful a sling can be. It's not just for holding your rifle here. It's not just your rifle holster. You can use it when you have to shoot accurately at greater distances, or you need to improve your grip on the weapon. And I'll show you how to do that here now. The sling that I'm shooting is the Sheepdog Response quick adjusting sling that we provide. It has a quick adjustment, this little T-bar in the back. If I reach back my hand and I drive that thing forward, it takes all the slack out of the sling. And if I want to put the slack back in the sling, I quickly pull it back and it will loosen it up, all in a quick throw of the hand. There are many on the market like that, but this one's really fast, and that's why I like it. And so if I bring the weapon to bear and I have to bring it up to bear and I want to make a shot, it's a really hard shot, I just reach back, pull that forward, and that'll tighten that sling. That pulls it tighter into my shoulder. And then if I really wanted to tighten it up, I'm going to circle around the sling and back to the rifle like this. That really pulls it into my shoulder hard right here. So it's really built a frame between the rifle and my shoulder, and it's pulled in tight to my hand. I could loop around this way too and be up under the sling if I want to drive my hand forward or back. Either way, all that's doing is taking more tension out of the sling, pulling it tighter to my neck and deeper into the pocket of my shoulder. And so it's really deep here, and I get a really stable platform to shoot from. So if I got to shoot from standing over distance, this makes it a much better shot for me. And then when I want to loosen back up, simply take my hand out, quick pull back, and the sling is nice and loose again, nice and comfortable for me. If I'm shooting between rounds, if I'm shooting competitively, or I got to reload or do something else, it allows me to loosen it up and get to my gear. Hey, in this day and age, QD is the way to go. Like, this is a quick detach sling. By QD means quick detach. This is a quick detach sling. It's just a Magpul quick detach. And I have several mounting points. Some are better for others. So this is nice when I'm slick, as I am now. I just have a shirt on under, I'm out on the range, because I have it at a far forward point. But if I was wearing more kit, say I was wearing armor and I have a lot of kit, I can undo the quick detach, do a little push, pull it back to a farther back, and that gives me more sling to get around my gear. Or if I need to neck sling it, it lets me sling it a little bit lower. If I'm gonna be doing a lot of around barrier stuff, shoulder to shoulder, it just gives me more throw with it. The reason I get to do that is because I have it set up with a quick detach. I can just unhook it from one point and hook it to another like that. Also, if it gets fouled on something and I really need to get off, I can just hit the quick detach in the back, pull it off and over and get it off. If it's like pulling my ear protection off and people are shooting, or if it really gets fouled on my kit somewhere where I can't see, I can just quick detach it, get the rifle, get it safe, get the rifle off, and get working and figure out where it's hung up on my gear. So that's just a quick couple tips for how to use your sling. Once you get good at using your sling, it does improve your rifle shooting significantly. It does make the weapon more comfortable to carry. And it does give you many more options when you're shooting. If you guys can think of anything else, any other tips that you'd like to hear about, leave them in the comments. If there's some tip that I forgot to tell you while we were making this video, go ahead and throw it in the comments. Let us know. Check out all our videos on our YouTube, Sheepdog Response, and then watch out for more instructional videos and more shooting videos. And we'll see you on YouTube and on the range.